Sri Sai Ram. In this session, we are going to start linear equations. Before we start linear inequalities or linear inequations, in earlier classes, we have studied that equations in one variable and two variables, and also solved statement problems by converting them into an equation. Here, the question arises, is it always possible to translate the question in the form of an equation? For example, in the earlier in previous class, I have given one example for you that Alok goes to market with 30 rupees to buy pencils. The cost of each pencil is 2.6 rupees. That statement cannot be translate into an equation, because Alok goes to a market having 30 rupees in hand, and the cost of each pencil is 2.6 rupees. See, this problem cannot be translating into an equation, right? But this statement can be written as, say, 2.6 rupees is a cost of a pencil, and here x denotes number of pencils, and which is less than 30 rupees. Because the number of pencils we can't count in decimals, right? So that's why thus a problem can be represented as 2.6 into x is less than 30. This, and I change the statement like this. Say Alok goes to market to buy pencils, and the cost of each pencil is 2 rupees. See, that statement we can translate into an equation, right? See, my question is, Alok goes to market with 30 rupees, and the cost of pencil is 2 rupees. Understand? And if I take x denotes number of pencils, then I can easily make equation as this. Understand? Then how much pencils I can buy? If the cost of each pencil is 2 rupees, then obviously x will be equal to 15. 15 pencil you can buy. That is a that statement we can actually convert into an equation. But the other statement is what? 30 rupees in hand and each cost of each pencil is 2.6 rupees. That really we can't translate them into an equation. Another example, say for example, the height of class, say in your class, the height of the students of the class is less than 160 centimeter. See, that we cannot translate that into an equation, right? So now some statements involving the signs, say less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. If some statements involves these signs, then we can call that statement is an inequality or inequation. And a statement involving equal sign, we can call it as an equation. Now you got the difference. Now I stated the statement that is Alok, okay, that one, and equation as well as an inequation, both we have discussed. See, now we have examples for inequalities. Here 2x plus 5 greater than 0, 3x minus 7y is less than 0. See, there are many inequations or inequalities are here, but there are a few examples are inequations in one variable and few examples are inequations in two variables, right? So let us discuss. See, example 5 and 7 are inequalities in two variables. Where is 5 here? See, example number 5, see, x and y are, and this one, 7th one, x and y. See, these are the inequalities in two variables, whereas from 1 to 5, this is a linear inequation in one variable, this is also a linear inequation in one variable, and this is as well that one is also a linear inequation in one variable, and also this fourth one is also represent linear inequation in one variable. That is example number 1 to 4. And here example number 7, you can see the linear inequation is a quadratic inequation. You can say that example number 6, that is a linear quadratic see, these are the linears because the variables having degree 1 except this one. See, this is a linear, this is a equation, this is a inequation, but this is quadratic because here the variable have degree 2. X square minus 5x plus 6 is less than 0. So this is a quadratic inequation, or we can say quadratic inequality. Let us study about linear inequalities in two variables only. Okay, so now we are going to study the linear inequation in two variables only. Okay, so let us see the solution of linear inequations in two variables. See, this is a statement. This is a statement we have quoted in earlier classes. That is 2.60 into x is less than 30. And here the possible values for x. See the possible value. How many pencils you can actually buy? Okay, that is x is less than or equal to 11. Okay, he cannot buy more than 11. So for the inequality, here I have considered one of the inequalities, say 2x plus 16 is greater than 0, where x is a real number. See the values of x. What are the values of x here? Then the inequality satisfies that x should be greater than minus 8, or the solution of the above inequality. For the linear inequation, variables like 2, say ax plus by plus c is greater than or equal to 0, we shall find actually the values of x and y, which makes the inequality is true. That is, which should be satisfies the inequality ax plus by plus c is greater than or equal to 0. See, here we have one statement. The statement is Anil has 60 rupees and he wants to buy pens and pencils from a shop. The cost of a pencil, the cost of a pen is 5 rupees and the cost of a pencil is 3 rupees. If x denotes the cost of a pens and y denotes the cost of a pencil, then how we can make a inequality for this statement? See here, 5x plus 3y, which is less than or equal to 60, and here x equal to 6, y equal to 10 is one of the solution of the given inequalities. Understand? See here, if you substitute x equal to 6 over here, that is 5 into 6 plus 3 into 10. What is that? 5 6 are 30 plus 3 10s are 30, which is less than or equal to 60. 30 plus 30, which is 60. Hence the inequation is satisfied. Similarly, is x equal to 5, y is equal to 11, x equal to 4, y is equal to 13, x equal to 10, y is equal to 3. These are the what solution of the linear inequality 5x plus 3y less than or equal to 6. These will satisfy that. Okay, either you can buy 6 pens or 10 pencils, either you can buy x equal to 5, that is 5 pens or 11 pencils. See, these are the possible solutions of the linear inequation 1. Let us solve this graphically, that is 5x plus 3y, which is less than or equal to 60. Let us solve this in graphical way, that is what is the inequation? 5x plus 3y, which is less than or equal to 60. Okay. So now let us start this with x equal to 0. See, if x equal to 0, what is y then? See, if you substitute here x equal to 0, 5 into 0 plus 3 into y, which is less than or equal to 60, then what is this? This becomes 0, then 3y, which is less than or equal to 60, then y is equal to what? 3 ones are 3, 20s are, x is less than or equal to 20. So the value of y, the range of y between 0 to 20. If you put, you take values of y, say 0, 1, 2, 3 like that, it goes up to 20. Similarly, you take x equal to 1, you find what are the values of y. So you will get order pairs, right? So now I got the order pairs that is 0, 20. This is one of the solution for the inequation 5x plus 3y, which is less than or equal to 60. Now if I take y is equal to 0, right? If I take y is equal to 0 in the above inequation, it will take 5x plus 3y is 0 here, which is less than or equal to 60, then what is this will be? phi x is less than or equal to 60, then phi 1s are phi 2s are, then x is less than or equal to 12. Okay, the value of x goes up to 12. So now we have to represent this in graph. See, now here the ordered pair here is 0, what is that, 12 comma 0. When y is equal to 0, then x will be equal to 12 or less than 12. So now let us draw a graph for this. See, these are the two possible ordered pairs which really satisfies the equation. What is that? Phi x plus 3y, which is equal to 60. Okay, we have to, this represents the line. Okay, so now we have to draw this. So now here, what is that? If x equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, right? If x equal to 0, what is y? 20. If x equal to 0, y is 20. And if y is equal to 0, if y is equal to 0, then what is x? X will be 12, like that. So if I take 0, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this is x axis, this is y axis, and this is origin. And y varies from where to where? 0 to 12. 0 to 12 means I can say, where is that? Y, if x equal to 0, if x equal to 0, the value of so the x equal to 0, the value of y is 20. Okay, if y is equal to 0, the value of x is 12. So x varies from if see, it's a very simple one. Say x y, if x equal to 0, if x equal to 0, the value of y is 20. If y is equal to 0, the value of x is 12. Now y varies from where? 0 to 20, that is 0, 10, say I can take it as 5, let us say 5, 10, 15, 20. Now this represents, I can denote this ordered pair, that is 0 comma 20 and 12 comma 0. So when on x axis y is 0, right? When y is 0, what is x? X will be equal to 12. And similarly on y axis x will be 0. If x is 0, if x is 0, what is y? Y will be 20. So you can join this. Okay, now this is a line which represents phi x plus 3y, which is equal to 60, right? See, some of the ordered pairs say 0 comma 20 and 12 comma 0. Another one 3 comma 15. See, 3 comma 15 just now we have discussed. When x equal to 3 and y is equal to 15, so 30 plus 15 plus 45 becomes 60. This is one of the ordered pairs. There are many, there are some more ordered pairs which is actually satisfies the equation phi x plus 3y equal to 0, which is a part of an inequation. Okay, another one is phi x plus 3y, which is less than or equal to 60. So the solution of that inequality which lies in the region, okay, which really satisfy either. See, this line which divides the Cartesian plane into two parts, say half of the plane, two parts, we can say half of the plane, upper plane and lower plane. I will discuss about that in the next example. So this this equation is divided the Cartesian plane into two planes. We call it as upper half of planes. Okay. So now other remaining of the ordered pairs really which is lies on the line or below the line, which really satisfies the equation phi x plus 3y, which is less than 60. Okay, which is less than 60. That is also the values of x and y depends to satisfies, that is phi x plus 3y, which is less than 60. Okay, which is the solutions will be in this region. So next we will generalize this. See here, say for example, A, B, C are the constant or reals, we can say. we have equation for ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is called an linear equalities in two variables, that is variables are x and y. Okay, so where another one ax plus by plus c which is less than or equal to 0, or ax plus by plus c which is greater than or equal to 0, ax plus by plus c which is greater than 0, and one more ax plus by plus c which is less than 0 are called linear equations in two variables x and y. That is very well known that. So now the equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0, which is represents a straight line, and that straight line divides the Cartesian plane into two off planes. So which is represented by two off planes. Just now I told you, no, above the straight line and below the straight line, that we can call it as off planes, two off planes. So that two off planes can be represented as ax plus by plus c which is greater than or equal to 0, or which is less than or equal to 0. So see, those two off planes are there. No, just now we have written. Okay, I'll tell you how we decide off planes. There are two off planes, off plane 1 and off plane 2. That these off planes can be represented as ax plus by plus c which is greater than or equal to 0, or ax plus by plus c which is less than or equal to 0. Okay, and this line actually represents ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay. Yeah, here the example which the solution of this inequality. So this is not an inequality right now. So let us say 5x 3x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0, which is a straight line, and this can be represented as how you can, as you know that if you put x equal to 0 you will get 4y is equal to 12, then the value of y will get 3, and if you put y is equal to 0 the value of x will be 4. Okay. So now this AB, the line AB represents a equation 5x 3x plus 4y is equal to 12. So now this is divided the Cartesian plane into two parts. So now we call this off plane as part 1, this off plane as part 2. Okay. So now just now see, this is the off plane we have represented. So which is divided into two off planes 1 and 2. So the off plane region 1 above the line AB. This is the line AB. This is the line AB which is lies above the line, the part 1, and part 2 which lies below the line. One of the above region represents the inequality 3x plus 4y minus 12 which is less than or equal to 0, and another one, the region will represented by 3x plus 4y minus 12 which is greater than or equal to 0, which represents what? The off plane, another off plane. Okay. To identify the off plane represented by equation 1, we take any arbitrary point. Understand, here what we are doing is, so we are identify which region, whether first or second region, how we can identify. So generally we take an arbitrary point. That arbitrary point preferably we take at the origin. If it does not lie on AB, if the point satisfies in equation 1, then off plane in which the arbitrary point lies is the desired off plane. So here we can see very clear. What I told you, we have to take an arbitrary point that should be an origin point. Okay, we have to take x equal to 0, y is equal to 0. Understand? So now if I take x equal to 0, y is equal to 0 in that inequation, so you will get 0 plus 0 minus 12 is less than or equal to 0. That actually minus 12 which is less than or equal to 0. Is it correct? Yes, obviously. Minus 12 is less than or equal to 0. Minus 12 is less than or equal to 0, which is true. Okay. Then, thus, origin satisfies the inequality of 3x plus 4y minus 12 is less than or equal to 0. Now the origin lies in the off plane region 2. What is off plane region 2? This is the off plane region. See here, if you put x equal to 0, y is equal to 0, if the inequality is satisfied, if it is true, then the solution region, generally we can say feasible region, the solution of that inequality lies towards the origin. Understand? Suppose if the inequality, say, if the inequality 3x plus 4y minus 12 is greater than or equal to 0, will be represents the off plane 1, because if you put x equal to 0 here, so it becomes minus 12 is greater than or equal to 0. This implies that minus 12 is greater than or equal to 0. Is it clear? Minus 12 is greater than or equal to 0. Is it true? No, is false. Then the solution of this inequality, lies away from the origin, or the solution of this inequality lies in the first off plane. Understand? Therefore, this is a false statement. Then we can say this is a rule to find. Identify the solution of the inequality lies either in the first off plane or second off plane. Okay, how can you identify the solution of the given inequality lies in the second off plane? See, you put x equal to 0, y is equal to 0. If the inequality satisfies, then you can say the solution of the inequality lies in the off plane 2. If you put x equal to 0, y is equal to 0, if you get this false thing, you will say the solution of the given inequality lies in the first off plane. Understand? Or you can say the solution of the, if it is false, if you put x equal to 0, y is equal to 0, you can say the solution will be away from the origin, that is above the line. Okay, if x equal to 0, y is equal to 0, you will get true one like this. You can say the solution towards the origin. Okay, I hope you understand this. So today we have discussed that inequations, and we know how to represent inequations in a graph, and also we have learned half planes. The line divides Cartesian plane into two half planes, and we know how to identify the half planes by putting the arbitrary point, and that refers to an origin. Okay, in the next class we'll do some problems. Till then, thank you and Sarah.